I got my stats already. I got everything.
Alright. Stream is started. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to a very special Discord Dungeons and Dragons as we start session 1 of a very special module known as Curse of Strahd. Currently, I have my players with me. I have Walf, Tiny, Herma, Stray, and a newcomer to Discord Dungeons and Dragons in Karma. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm a band kid.
Yes, you are.
Yes, he is.
Yes, you are. So before we get started, I just want to say that This is my second time ever running a module from a book. I typically am my own campaign kind of guy. I don't do the whole campaign book thing, but I really do like the story of Strahd. I love the story of Barovia and all of it. So I hope you guys will enjoy. And again, if there's anybody, and this goes for anybody who ends up coming across this, whether they're in chat or watch it in archive. I am. If I get anything mixed up or I change something to fit my own narrative, I apologize, but that is just the way it is. So with that being said, before we get started, I wrote a little intro.
Before we get started, I may have just thought of a genius idea. I have a Chromebook that has a battery in it. I might be able to transfer it to my phone.
That might work. Wait, why not just use
Chrome,
Discord on Chrome?
Use my laptop.
So, with that being said, if everybody is ready for a bit of ready for an intro, I would like everyone to mute your microphones.
One moment.
Aha! It's charging! Fuck yes!
Perfect. Perfect.
Genius!
But yes, I need everyone to mute your microphones and listen carefully.
Okay. I mute.
That goes for you as well, Herma. All right. This story begins like any other. Begins after great tragedy and many, many a tale. For the Sword Coast, they have been suffering greatly over these great past times. Legends tell of many children having gone missing, but of course it has gotten worse over the past year. The lands along the coastlines of the Sword Coast have suffered greatly from children disappearing, only to be followed by werewolf tracks that seem to be going through into the woods. No one knows where they go. They seem to disappear as if by magical means. A well-established guild known as the Harpers has been looking for adventurers who are willing to assist in the aid of eliminating these dangerous creatures and the saving of these children. Various people have stepped up and have gone missing just as well. Times have gotten harder for the Harpers. Unfortunately, they can no longer send their own agents, and now they reach outwards, trying to find people who are willing to come forward and assist. And so, we come in with adventurers of various different backgrounds. Some for adventure, some of vendetta, some gold and various others, and some just want to do good things. As we come forward, we enter the town of Daggerford, and we meet our party. I would like everyone to unmute, and starting at the top of the list, Tiny, I would like you to introduce your character.
Alright. Sekati Akara is a human in cleric clothing. She is constantly wearing a necklace that is a open circle with two wings off of the sides. And she has a mace on her side.
Mm-hmm.
She has blonde hair and really pale skin for someone who travels a lot. But she looks human enough.
Fair enough, fair enough. Walf, I'd like you to introduce your character.
I'll go last.
Fair enough. In that case, Herma, I would like you to introduce your character.
Let's see if I can do this voice. I'm Bigum Snuggums. I'm a kobold fighter. First name Bigums, last name Snuggums. I fight with a pokey spear. Fish hunting spear.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'm about to say, Stray, I would like you to introduce your character.
Let me bring... my character is a Kenku, named Crackler, who has perfect pure black feathers, and basically dressed as a normal rogue, kind of hood, sword on the back. Basically, that's it that I could think of right now. 4'9" as his height.
All right. But I say, Karma, I'd like you to introduce your character.
My character comes in as a pair. One is never without the other. The first of which is a dragonborn wearing light robes and carrying a small loop on their side. Just small enough for travel. And with him is a medium-sized black dragon.
All right.
The dragonborn is named Grezul, and the dragon is named Dracon.
All right. And lastly, Walf's character.
Alistair Luslin is a human with a slight scars around his body. He stands 6 foot exactly with brown hair. The sides of his head are shaven, with long hair going down his back, pulled into a sort of ponytail. He holds a rapier on his side, ready for action at every moment.
And so, this party, various ruffians from different backgrounds and different locations, have now come forward into the town of Daggerford. You've all heard, through various ways and means, of an individual named Zelron Roaringhorn, who, according to the flyers and information and the rumors that have been passed, has been looking to hire people, representatives of the Harpers and representatives of the area have been looking for individuals who are willing to track these werewolves or whatever these creatures are that have been magically disappearing without laying a single track. And now you all are here in Daggerford, in front of an inn, where you're meeting this individual. And for convenience sake, because we could spend an hour trying to get everyone to round up at this tavern, I will say you have all taken on this mission for your various reasons. At least to the inn, anyways, to hear him out. As you guys are seated in a booth inside of the tavern, you see a man dressed in fine robes. He's got white hair peppered with a little bit of black. He is wearing a symbol of what appears to be a harp with wings on a medallion around his neck. He sits down in front of you all and goes,
I say, there's quite a group of individuals we got here. To my understanding, you are all here to take on the mission for the Harpers. Am I to understand this correctly?
I know that is correct, sir.
I'd like to think so.
Sir, are you sick?
Oh.
You sound very sick.
Oh, no, don't be, don't, no, when you're a man of my age, it just, some of my words can come out quite muffled. I apologize. I'll try to speak as clearly as I can.
Are you sure? Is that like a chuckle, or is it a cough?
It's what a nice song, lad. Are you sure you're here for this mission? Your folks are going to have to hunt some very dangerous creatures.
We are here for this, yes.
I was wondering why no one acknowledged the fact that there was a child among us.
Oh,
Shh! I I turned an adult 2 days ago.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
He is a kobold. They are short-lived.
Fair enough.
Thank you,
Actually,
Mr.
kobolds
Big
have-
Kobold.
Actually, kobolds have a longer lifespan than humans.
Ah, eat that, Mr. Sir.
But either way, I have permission from from Duchess Morwyn to pay you a handsome sum and gain some favor here in the local area. Better say, if you've heard of the town of Waterdeep, they would be more than willing to give you a fair shake if you were willing to do this job. I mean, it would be great if you could. What do you say?
You laugh a lot.
Well, again, if a man of my age, I tend to try to see the lighter side, but the Harpers unfortunately are on hard times at the moment with this particular mission. We could use some help.
How old are you? You kind of sound like Gramps.
Oh, God, let's see. Yeah, carry this. I am old. But, that being said,
That's not a matter.
at least allow me to hear me out if you're willing to. This is going to be a dangerous mission, and you are going to be hunting creatures that you have probably never encountered before, from my experience. So,
You'd be surprised.
what I'm willing to offer is I have a contact here in town who are willing to silver one weapon of yours each to go hunting for werewolves. In exchange, when you have returned, whether it is with the heads of wolves or preferably the children that were kidnapped, we will
There were
gladly...
kids taken?
Yes, that are very
Was this mentioned before?
Yes, in the intro is explained that children have
my
been...
bad.
It had mostly just been random children off and on for several years. But this past year, apparently several children have been taken, and no explanation of how it happened. Adventurers
Okay.
from the Harpers Guild have gone in, but never returned. They don't know what's going on or what's happening, and they need adventurers to go in to find out what's going on.
Yes, children
Gotcha.
have been taken. That's why I'm here.
I see.
One question, Mr. Gramps Jr.
Yes,
What does silvering mean?
Well, you see, young lad, when you're dealing with these werewolves or lycanthrope, as they're known, they are not really affected by natural weapons. They need to be dipped in silver, so that way they can properly bend through the hides of these magical creatures. And that will show them ruffians and allow you to put these creatures to bed.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could we do that for Draken's Claws?
I suppose we could try, but it's a very painful process when it's physical parts of the body. But if he's willing to tolerate the pain...
I will help cease the pain a bit. As much as I can.
Yeah,
I
it might not be the
be fun.
greatest idea to try that.
I believe he will be fine.
So,
If you would like, we could get him little boots. That way, it doesn't actually have to melt to his scales.
I mean, it doesn't have to go on the scales. He really just needs the tips dipped into the silver, right? Look, those claws are sturdy. I mean, feel them.
I,
He
Why don't you get like
I'd rather.
He kinda
silver
wavered
claw
on.
rings?
I am sure we can get something arranged. If you're willing to do this job, if allow me to finish my terms as I had previously stated.
Right.
Well, It's all right, my young lad. But either way, how this will work is, upon doing this mission, you will be paid in. And you will not only get recognitions here in Daggerford and in Waterdeep, but along with that, you will also be all handsomely rewarded for this triumph with about, from the Duchess, what the Duchess had said, at least 10,000 gold pieces.
But wouldn't silver pieces be better because they're werewolves?
Oh, you are quite adorable, my young friend.
10,000
What?
10,000 gold pieces could get me a new saddle.
Is 10,000 a lot?
Yes. Well, it depends on where you spend it.
That doesn't make much sense.
Well, what would make more sense to you is it could help increase the damage of your nice little pole arm there.
Is winter?
This
Is
is
winter
my fishing spear.
on YouTube or Twitch?
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
But, so my only question for you, young lads, do we have an accord?
Okie dokie, Mr. Gramps Jr.
I believe we do.
Yeah, sure, I'm cool with it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If there's the children
That
involved,
sounds good to
yes.
me.
Then I'll have each of you sign this contract here, and as you watch as he kind of swishes his hand, and before you hear, all you see is a couple of forms appear before you, written in very eloquent handwriting, stating that you are contracted as a representatives of the Harpers, a guild of magic users who are looking to do good in the land in the Forgotten Realms. And essentially, in the contract, it does state that, signed by the Duchess, you will be paid 10,000 gold, and in recognition for your deeds. And then on the bottom, it does say the Harpers are not responsible for anything that happens during the course of this mission, as you have joined of your free will. Just need your young folk to sign these forms, so that way we don't have to worry about this.
Sign?
Zero.
Yes, sign is... Just write your name on that little line there. You do know how to write,
Yeah, Gramps style.
don't you? Okay.
He puts forth a inkwell and a quill so that you guys can sign.
Crackler
signs.
kind of butts in front of everyone to sign first.
You
Plucks
might
one
want
of,
to water there, little birdie.
I'm just eager to get to going.
plucks one of his own feathers and writes.
Yeah.
Grazul
Yes.
Be a
writes
little
down
more
his
careful.
name and then puts the pen in Draken's mouth and lets him scribble something down.
Yes, that will work just fine.
Sekity's gonna sign her name
All
a
right,
bit to the side.
all right.
Bigum's gonna do big old John Hancock and write his name on there the biggest.
Fair enough. I will say, as the dungeon master, if you guys do want, if you want your first rolls to be this, if any of you want to roll an intelligence check to know what the Harpers are, you certainly can. Otherwise, you can always trust this individual.
Sure.
Oh no. Sekity doesn't trust him as far as... throw him, which is probably pretty far. She's pretty strong.
That was an intelligence check?
Yes.
Plus
I
1.
also
15.
got a natural 20, so 24 total.
21.
All right.
Bigums
15.
trust him.
All right. Fair enough. So Bigums trusts him. Says Sakati.
Wait, is this insight or?
This is
Intelligence.
This is intelligence because of knowing about the Harpers. Then if depending on how much you know, if you want to roll an insight, you certainly can.
Okay.
And then for
Well, I got a 15.
okay, and then for you, my good sir. All right, hold on one second. And then for you, Grazul, did you want to roll an intelligence check?
Sorry, I zoned out.
Oh,
What's going?
Oh, no problem. Did you want to roll an intelligence check on knowledge of the Harpers?
Sure. He's smart. At least supposed to be. 14. What's my intelligence? 18.
All right, you guys all rolled high enough. The Harpers is a network of spellcasters and spies who advocate equality and who covertly oppose the abuse of power. The organization's longevity is largely due to its decentralized, grassroots, secretive nature and the autonomy of its members. The Harpers have small cells and lone operatives throughout the Forgotten Realms. They share information with one another from time to time as needs warrant. The Harpers' ideology is noble, and its members pride themselves on their ingenuity and incorruptibility. As basically from all your guys' knowledge, the Harpers are good people. They typically try their best to do what they can, especially where the governments fail. And based on your guys' intelligence checks, that is what he is going for. However, Sakati, if you wanted to roll an insight check, you certainly could.
Yeah, she's been around a bit, meeting with quite a bit bandits, so she would know if this is a trick with a 26.
This individual, while being a bit forthright and, is trying to cover his basis with the paperwork, he does genuinely seem like he is just trying to help. He honestly looks like a man who's been defeated and is looking for anybody to turn to for help.
Alright, well, when do we head out?
Well, we're burning time. We can easily go to the local blacksmith and get this taken care of right away. If you don't mind bringing your weapons along with you.
I always got my
Yeah, I
weapon.
got mine right here. I got my weapon right here. I'm ready whenever you all are.
God damn it, Strahd, that voice is gonna kill me.
I know. It's kind of the first voice that came to mind
God.
that I could do, actually.
I'm ready. We must not waste time.
So
If
Zelron,
they have taken children, this is bad.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Come with me.
Zelron stands up and starts leading you guys towards the tavern door. It doesn't take you that long. The blacksmith only lives roughly about a block away. It's not that far. And Zelron shares a few words. You watch him drop a pouch of coins in the person's pocket. You watch as he pulls out various ingots of silver. He looks to you all and says,
All right, which weapons would you like silvered?
Guess I'll go first then. Miss Rapier, please.
you watch as he takes the rapier from your hands very gently. He looks at the
Be
black,
careful with it. Sold.
Absolutely.
turns to the blacksmith and goes, and hands him the rapier. The blacksmith kind of eyes it, going up and down it, and goes,
This is some fine craftsmanship. Be a pleasure to
Like I said, it's old.
be a pleasure to silver this weapon.
Hopefully you don't mess it up by dulling the tip.
I've made weapons for kings and wardens. Don't worry about it. I'll get it done just fine.
This is the rapier he has had since he was 16, by the way, Winter.
"Yep, I am aware.
Cool.
Yep.
I read your story."
Yep.
But I say,
Just making sure you know.
he turns over to He turns over to the rest of the party.
What else would you like silvered?
That's one right here. Crackle says as he pulls out his rapier as well, and hands it over.
All right, another rapier. All right.
He hands the rapier over to the blacksmith, who once again inspects it and goes, solid piece of metal. We can work with this. Sets it down next to... Sets it down.
Oh, what else can we get silvered?
Dragon Man, you can go for me.
Okay. Well, ours is a bit odd. And Draken kind of walks up and just puts his paws up onto the counter, because it's still a little bit above his head, and shows off his footsies. We need his claws silvered.
All right. Well, that's an interesting request.
You watch as he does some measurements on the claws and everything.
Be a bit tricky, but I think we can do that. Did you have any weapons you needed?
I don't really use melee.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Looks over to the rest of the party.
Anything else you'd like silvered?
Bigums, you go.
My fishing spear, and he hands out his pike.
He takes the pike and he just... The fisherman looks at you and goes... fisherman, oh my gosh. The blacksmith looks at you and
I'm the fisherman.
I know. The blacksmith turns to you and goes,
Aren't you a bit young to be an adventurer?
No.
Nuh-uh. I turned 6 2 days ago. I'm an adult.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Kobolds, even...
It's gonna be so sad seeing this character go into Barovia.
Yeah. Kobolds, although they
Agreed.
live longer than humans, they start adulthood young due to them tricky lives.
All right, fair enough. Not a problem.
And last but not least, they turn over to you.
Is there anything that you would like silvered, Secatai? Secati? Secatai?
Sekati.
Secati.
And yes. She reaches under his side, pulling off her mace. This, please. This mace, she's had it for a while. And it's pretty good. Even though she does not look like a fighter. And she doesn't exactly look like she's wearing armor.
He will take the mace from you and go, hand it over to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith looks at it and goes,
Oh, well made. Pretty good. All right. Give me a few hours so I can get it done. I'll start with the dragon claws.
and just for posterity's sake, it does take him quite a bit of time. He starts early in the day, but by the time he's done, it's about mid-afternoon, about 4 o'clock. And by the time that's done, you guys watch it. They hand back all your weapons. They were finally silvered. But I say, handing them all back to you very carefully. Upon inspection, they are very well done. No imperfections. And as you watch Draken come out, and you see his claws are very nice. The tips of them are very shiny, metallic, very well done silver in the claws.
Very nice.
What can I
Gotta
say?
make sure to polish.
Draken kind of does a little, like, zoomy twirl.
Nice.
Huge specimen you got there.
See, Draken,
I have a question.
Draken is like the size of a Great Dane right now. He's not big enough to ride. He's
Oh.
like a dog.
Yep.
It's a cute
I was thinking a
specimen
little
you got
bit-
there. Dragonborn.
Mr. Gramps Jr.,
Oh, yes, yes.
are there, like, any lakes around for fishing while I wait?
Well, you see, from where we're at, on the path that a lot of the children have gone missing, there are various ponds and everything, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh. Can I go fish there?
I don't see a reason why not to. That is the way you're going.
I don't think that's quite a good idea.
Why not?
I think you should at least wait until your weapon is done and we are with you to go where the children were kidnapped. Don't you think?
Fine.
Which
I
you
guess.
see at this point, you do get handed back your fishing spear, and Bigum's. Your fishing spear, it's so shiny now. The rims are, it's my goodness. The light reflects off it. Like it reflected off it before, but now it's super sparkly.
Gramps would be proud. Fishing! And he runs off. He completely forgot about what Grayzul said.
Cackler, you do get your rapier back, similar to that of Alistair's. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll feel bad.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Alistair.
Alistair, yeah.
Ooh,
I should have remembered that.
I'm gonna feel bad later. Hands you, but for you,
Mr. Alistair.
but similar to Alistair's, you get yours back, and it is very finely done, and the silver work is well accomplished.
Thank you. This looks perfect. He kind of gives it a few practice swings.
Happy, I'm glad you like it.
And last but not least, you watch as they bring out your mace. And as you can see, they did not put any of the silver over any of the intricacies of or any symbols that could be on it.
Alright. Good job. Your reputation eludes you.
I'm happy I could help. Much obliged. I'm much obliged, and make sure the Harpers know I appreciate the business. Yes, of course. Glad we know we can still count on you. In the meantime, I trusted that this mission will be accomplished by you.
He kind of pulls you all aside, except for Bigums, who ran off.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to go down this path.
He points to a dirt path that, for most of you guys, would know. For most of you guys, you would know that this is the path to get to Waterdeep from Daggerford.
Follow this path, going forward into the woods there. That's where the tracks, you'll find the tracks on the path. Follow those tracks and it should take you to where the last disappearance was. Maybe you'll be able to glean something that we couldn't.
Hopefully.
But before you go,
Second, you watch as he places a scroll in your hands.
this is in case of emergencies. You never know what might happen along the road. But this will remove any curse that might be afflicted onto you. When you're dealing with werewolves, you can never be too careful.
I know. At first it starts with a disease, then it turns into a curse.
Just in case.
I need to try something with the mace first, before we head out.
When we get to the werewolf den, I suggest that I go in first. Think I might be the healthier of the group.
I have a suggestion before that. Let Draken take the lead. I can resummon him if he ever goes down.
Alright.
It'll just take me an hour or so.
Just
Okay then.
okay.
That'll work.
But
He can't get, like,
No, a dragon cannot fall under the curse of this.
Well, my power's back on, but the fire alarm went off again.
God
Oh.
damn it!
Oh gosh.
Hey,
I didn't
Windsor.
turn on my
Yes.
computer. God damn it!
Sekity's gonna hold up her mace and holding it above the group with her 6'4" figure.
Oh
Oh,
god.
girl.
What the fuck?
Tall girl.
Yeah. She casts light on it.
And you kind of put your hand over where your sacred mark. And as you focus, you watch the light beams of energy go up through your fingertips into the handle of the mace to the top of its head. And you guys watch as a beam of you watch as light emphasis off of it.
Oh, that's some very good light you got there.
We shouldn't waste any time.
I agree.
Did we even try to bring the kid back? He kind of chuckles, half joking. Since
What did I miss? Dealing with shit.
nothing really.
God.
Nothing.
Ooh,
But Sekity's mace is glowing now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna question it.
So what would the party like to do?
Go find Bigums.
Begums did run in the direction of the trail.
She's gonna follow him.
The rest of the party?
Yep. Crackler follows as well.
Alright. Gotta say,
Yeah, I'm also following.
alright, and last but not least, gotta say, I assume.
Karma, that means you.
Oh, beep beep boop bop.
Beep boop.
I'm going to assume that Grazul and Draken are gonna follow behind.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Getting-
No problem. As you guys start to go, Bigums. As you're going down the road, you know, it's definitely, again, it just feels so weird to be away from your home. But you know what? You're old enough. You're big enough. You've grown so tall over the past 6 years. And
I sure have.
it doesn't take you too long as you're walking down this path. It's a little dark in here. There's a lot more trees than you're used to. But you see this really good-sized pond, and you could see some fish in there.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my favorite fishing lure.
Okay.
Winter, you don't know what my favorite fishing lure looks like, do you?
No, I do
Oh,
not.
no.
What does your favorite fishing lure look like?
So, a bit of backstory. Actually, I'll tell backstory whenever people ask about it. Basically, the fishing lure is a tiny penis.
Oh lord.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
A nice donger size.
There's a reason for that.
A nice donger lure. No, nice.
It's a penis with a hook coming out the tip.
All right.
I'd like to hear the
Yeah.
story of that,
Why?
but we'll find out
Oh, you'll
down
see.
the road.
Well, isn't it obvious? Because he's hooked.
why.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. It's because he's hooked on it.
Oh god.
Okay,
a hooker.
Windsor,
See?
I know you're the DM,
But no, I
just
made a story for this. I made a story for this.
Yeah.
But you drop your little donger into the water. I'm gonna roll a first DM roll. Gonna roll to see if these fish are attracted to it. Oh, first a natural 1 on the first one. Yeah, you watch as 3 fish come up to this hook, all very interested in this donger.
I knew
Well,
it
that's
worked.
supposed to be
That's
an
how you
intelligence
know
check.
it works.
Go towards the penis, little fishy. You will enjoy.
Waiting for a bite.
Wait till it takes a little bit, but you watch as they all tackle the shaft at the same time.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
And eventually, one fish bites down on the head. I'd like
I'm
Bigums.
so glad I did this.
I would like you to roll a dexterity check to see if you can catch this fish.
Dexterity? Gonna be strength?
I guess dexterity or strength, your call.
Okay. Strength it is.
Nice.
22.
Oh yeah,
Fish.
but I say the fish bites down on the head of that, and you just yank, and next thing you know, that hook is deep throated into that fish.
No.
How big's the fish?
Just stop.
Please stop poking. I can't take it.
You know, Bigums, you lift up your fish very proudly. You know, it's a nice finish.
Winter.
How big is the fish? Guys, I gave him this opportunity. Okay, you can't
What
blame
is-
him. You have.
What's the length? What's the girth?
It's the fish
What's
is
the weight?
honestly the fish is pretty huge. It is a whopping 4 inches.
Are you shitting me?
Well,
It's a pond.
It's a pond.
you
You're not gonna get big. I'm just kidding. The fish is not too big. Again, it's a pond. It's not huge. It's about a foot and a quarter. It's not super long, but it's a good sized fish.
Tasty.
I hate this.
Okay.
I love.
Give me a
this.
sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Bigum's character sheet. Where are you? Please load faster than a snail.
ouch.
I just need to see his items. Yeah. Okay. Bigum's gonna pull out his gutting knife and just start cleaning the fish, making it edible.
All right. In that case, I want you to roll a survival check.
Survival, survival, survival. Survival ain't half bad.
You could use a bit of guidance, but I'm not there.
No, you're not there yet.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, Bigums.
Damn.
Bigums,
Wow.
Your gramps have shown you how to do this a million times. It literally takes you no time at all. You just cut that baby open, you get the guy, you gut it out, you remove the bones, and you got a nice, good piece of meat right here.
1,000,002.
Okay. And do I have preserving salt? I don't think I do. That's expensive.
Probably not.
And I mean,
Ooh, I can make sushi.
I was about to say, as a kobold, you definitely could eat this without having to preserve it.
Yeah, no, I'm a kobold, so I can like make up sushi, and if you guys get here in time, you can have some sushi with me.
And as he's taking the time to catch this fish and gut it, you guys show up just as he's finishing gutting this fish.
Oh, hi.
Bigums! Hi! What? Oh.
Draken is immediately gonna see that fish and try to go for it.
No, bad!
It's like
I'd like to try and-
it's like showing a dog.
Hold on,
people
hold on,
who wants it.
hold on. Big boy, sit.
Roll it. I mean, I guess that's...
Animal handling.
I was about to say, I would assume this would be animal
Yeah.
handling.
I would like to try and grapple him.
Grapple who? The...
The dragon?
The dragon.
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
Hold on,
The
hold on.
the Great
I'm a
Dane-sized dragon.
I'm a master
God.
at this. 19.
Nice.
Hold on. He's gonna. Okay, so
Nice.
strength check, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fail. It's 5.
All right. As Bigums is showing himself as a dominant master of animals, for a brief moment, Draken still tries, but after a minute realizes that this is obviously this fish was caught by the kobold. It's his.
All right. Draken kind of like bows his head in submission before immediately turning and diving into the pond for his own.
I can cut this up and we can eat it.
Good job.
Cannot.
And On the ground, there's a fishing pole with a little dickler.
Bigums?
What is your name? Do you want to
What?
explain the phallic symbol on the ground?
Why
Oh.
is your fishing hook,
That's
reproductible?
my special fishing lure.
Oh.
Hey, Winter,
You might
Can-
want to.
Yes.
could I roll for getting some fish for Draken?
I would assume, yeah, you can certainly try since you're not don't have a lure or anything. It would be this would be a fishing check. So roll a survival.
Survival?
Uh,
It's great. 'Cause it's got a -1 to survival, and that is an 8 total.
Draken jumps into the water trying to catch some fish, but the moment he does, you watch as he pulls his head in the water, and he pulls out and looks at you, and he has a giant rock in his mouth.
Crackler chuckles.
I would think Cackler would cackle, but alright.
Whatever. Well, cackle, chuckle, kind of same sound. Yeah, basically like that. So chuckle. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Sorry.
Anyway, back to the phallic object.
Bigums, you might want to explain that a little further.
Oh, yeah. So, Gramps always said that fish are little cocksuckers. So, I made a cock for a fishing lure, and it works every time.
Good job.
I hate you.
Socrates.
I just had to unmute. I had to unmute to show my laugh.
Oh my god.
That was
Socrates
amazing.
gonna give. Yeah,
Oh my
Socrates
God,
gonna
so-
give his head a little pat.
It sounds like these fish are real salty dogs. Really had their taste of semen.
Oh! Oh! Oh my.
Up.
Oh my god. Oh god, that hurts so much.
I'm glad I was able to make a character like this.
Oh my god. These little cocksuckers.
I am barely recovering from that laughing fit just now, God.
Hold on.
Oh,
Socrates gonna give him a little pat on the head. Good job in catching fish. And she's gonna cast guidance on him. just because. Just in case.
Okay. So,
Oh, and he's gonna cut it up into like sushi, so people can eat it raw.
alright. It doesn't take you too long. You won't have to roll for this because you've learned know how to prepare food. You don't need to do that because of the fact that you've done it a million times. So you're about to say you've helped your gramps growing up and preparing food, and you've done it plenty of times for yourself.
Dinner! And then he just sets it out. People come grab.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
You don't want the
Socrates
big
goes-
fish?
No thanks. I'm good.
Socrates gonna go and sit on the ground and pick a piece up.
Alright.
We're not even an hour into this campaign, and I've made everyone laugh so hard.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check real fast.
Alright.
You've been
I just
making
so what I'm rolling an intelligence check for it to see what would happen if I cast Sacred Flame on this.
That would be an intelligence check.
I sent you a DM. Do not open it on Steam.
17.
I don't-
What would happen?
Well, for starters, well, I never open any of your guys' private messages on stream.
Okay, I'm just saying because it's very hidden stuff. That
Yep.
Can't be
Nope.
sure.
Nope. I understand. And also, based on your intelligence check, you know that Sacred Flame is a holy fire, and it's meant to hurt. You could certainly try, but there's no guarantees the effect.
Just trust my
She was
sushi.
just gonna do it. She was gonna do it to kill any parasites.
Okay. In this case, it would be a dex save.
Dex save for the dead fish.
Dex save for the fish.
All right.
God, this is the follow up to have the door roll a dex save.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah.
But you watch as you cast Sacred Flames on this fish, all you hear is you swear you hear a micro size. "Ah!"
That didn't pick up at all.
I know, that's why I hate Discord sometimes.
Yeah.
You can turn off noise suppression.
I'll have to work on that, yeah. But I say, in the meantime, you just hear a very soft. You almost swear you hear a microscopic sized scream.
Bigums.
Yeah.
I know kobolds have a stronger stomach than humanoids normally do, but did you check any of this for parasites?
Parasites?
Little bugs that want to eat inside your stomach.
No.
Alright, she's just gonna eat her piece.
I better say, taste
And then
delicious,
stand
Bigums. But I say, you bite into it. But I say, you bite into it, and honestly, you've had some interesting food in your life. It's far from the worst thing you've ever had. But
She enjoys the taste of holy fire.
but it definitely is. But it's definitely far from the best you've had. It's okay. And for you, Cackler, you're a kenku. You eat it, but you don't have any problems with it.
Yeah.
Good job, Bigums.
Thank you. What's your name?
As I said back in the town, my name is Sektiakara.
Sekti. Okay, big lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works too.
It wouldn't be too bad of an idea to go around and learn everyone's names just for convenience sake.
Cackler kind of chuckles. Yeah, that's true.
But we are kind of running on a very tight schedule.
We can
I
do
don't
a
get
lot.
going.
It wouldn't hurt.
Alright.
Yeah.
Have some conversation. So,
We can do a montage.
what now?
No.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Hey, Bigums.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being carried?
Like. What do you
She's
mean?
gonna go over to him and pick him up.
Oh, this is nice.
Do you resist or do you allow it?
Wow. Big lady ain't gonna hurt him.
All right.
Obviously. Maybe.
Well, I guess your name's Zekity, right? Did I say that correct?
Yes. That would be correct.
I am Malistair. You, Dragonborn?
I'm gonna call you Mr. Buttersworth.
My name is
Please. Sorry.
my name is Grizzle, and this is Draken.
Zool. Got it. And you are Bigums, correct?
Bigum Snuggums.
Bigum Snug.
An adorable name.
And you, bird person.
Cackler.
I presume.
Cackler's my name.
Alright.
Ugh, that
Well,
voice
now
is
we've got
getting...
names out of the way, I suppose we keep going.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys continue down the path.
Yes.
Yes.
You continue down the path that was explained to you, and as you continue on, it doesn't take you too long to start seeing tracks in the dirt. It's not very well hidden. All of you with your passive perceptions can pick this up, see these tracks on the dirt. They look to be massive wolf-sized tracks.
Question, Winter.
Yes,
Would this count as a fey, fiend, or undead?
this
Probably
would,
not.
It would not, because lycanthropy is different than
Yeah,
that.
it's not anything in there. Okay. Just making sure.
Monstrosity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
but it would be under monstrosity actually.
Yep. Just making sure.
Perception, you said?
I would say
Passive perception.
your passive perception can see these tracks. They were not. They weren't even attempting to hide it. It's very obvious. However,
Tracks.
if you guys would like to roll a perception check,
Oh yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Actually, I'm not gonna say tracks because Bigums doesn't know what tracks are. He doesn't hunt things. He fishes.
I'm going to do it.
25.
I'm gonna do it.
okay, all right, hold up.
25.
So 25 from Sekati, Alistair,
15.
15,
25.
25 from Cackler.
Yep.
And Karma, it's gonna take me forever to memorize your character's name. I am sorry.
Let me
He
spell out your character's name real quick, Karma. I'll nickname you.
It's Grazul. Hold on, I'll put it in chat.
I think I spelled it right, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look.
Grazul.
Yep, right.
And how is your spell, Grazul? What did you roll?
Grazul got wait, hold on. What is this? Wisdom?
This perception.
Perception. Right. Yes. Yeah, so that would just be wisdom. So that would be Grazul got a 6 and Mr. Dragon Boy got a 16.
For the most part, you guys are more focused on the tracks that are before you. The very obvious ones, easy to follow. However, for you, Sekati, and for you, Cackler, you notice some different you see footprints in the dirt going off to kind of off the path. They don't look very big. In fact, they actually look rather. You would almost guess this would be kid size.
Oh, I gotta roll. Oh no. Sekti's gonna follow the kid footprints.
All right. You guys watch as Sekati is following a separate, walking in a direction opposite of where the very obvious tracks are.
Sekati, where are you going? Do you see something?
We're being tricked. Yes. The children have. Okay.
Say that again? You lagged.
Beep,
The children have gone this way. Follow me.
Okay.
I cast light again, turning it into a purple flame-like color.
All
Because
right.
you can't change the flame of your light.
Yep, I am aware of how the light spell works. So you guys start to follow these tracks. At this point, the sun has gone down. The sun has gone down. It's not quite fully dark yet, but it is starting to get there. And as you follow these tracks, you follow to what appears to be some kind of shed. Not too huge, probably about 20 feet by 20 feet. And you hear the sounds of soft sobbing.
I will go ahead. You
Oh.
guys can stay
Hold on.
back and make sure everything's okay.
It would be safer if I went ahead first. Trust me.
How good are you at dodging? She's asking what your AC he is.
16.
What?
I got an extra 16.
If I may be of assistance, perhaps Draken could go in first.
It could
It might
work.
be a better suggestion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say the kids are in there alone. Would they want to see a big old dragon come through, or little old me?
I mean, he's the size of a puppy.
Well, yes, but he also has sharp claws and teeth.
Maybe someone.
Didn't you say it was the size of a gray man just like 5 minutes ago?
Are you saying he's any better?
Great Dane.
Any, what's your character's name?
Who?
You, Alistair.
Alistair.
Yeah, Alistair.
Bigum's just himself.
Like all stairs.
Wow.
Alistair.
More than likely to say.
No,
It would be
Not-
more for them.
neither of you are good. I am the one who has the most experience dealing with children. I'll go first. If I get attacked, I know I'll be fine.
If you say so.
Whatever you say.
Whatever.
All right. So, Sekati,
If
you
we
go
do
up to the
get
door.
jumped on, get ready.
So you go up to the
I'll
door.
follow you,
She's
Lucy.
going forward.
As you go up to the door, ta-ching! You look down and you notice there is a padlock on it.
She is gonna sit down with her back against the door and speak loud enough for someone inside to hear. Is there anyone in there who is in need of assistance?
No, no, stay away.
I'm not here to hurt you, child. Trust me, I'm here to protect you from those beast men.
No, stay away.
Let me
Alright.
just undo the lock.
She whispers to Cackler, "I'll keep talking to disguise the sound of you lock picking."
It's unlikely any bad guys would be in there if they locked it outside. It's a padlock, like Winter said, so it's the kind that you can only lock from outside. At least
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing.
Doesn't need.
Unless they're very good at what they're doing.
Yes, but even if it isn't, even if it isn't a bad person, they could have given the person a weapon. Trust me.
Either way.
I'll keep an eye out. Go ahead
Right.
and unlock the door.
He goes to unlock the door
Okay,
using his thieves' tools.
Okay, Cackler, I would like you to roll a tool check. So
I cast guidance.
This
I
would,
cast guidance on him. So an extra
Guidance
D4.
is new a bit, right? So, what am I rolling?
Roll a d20 plus a d4. Add your dex.
Okay.
And I believe
Thank you.
proficiency.
yeah, proficiency as well because he is using tools that he is proficient with.
Yes.
Alright.
Are you an expert at these tools?
I'm not
No,
sure if I'm
he's
an
level one.
expert, but I.
He doesn't have expertise yet.
Oh yeah.
Expertise is level 1.
Is
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, neat. Are you?
Sorry. Hold on. My brain no work.
It's all good.
Plus my dex, which is plus 3, and perform. Sorry, my
Proficient.
proficiency. Where's my
Which
proficiency?
is a +2.
It doesn't kill
It's a +2.
Wait, do you have my thing?
Have you filled in your?
I do have your thing.
Hold on. Let me send this to Tiny.
Hold on, I can pull
Oh,
it up.
Have you filled in your expertise?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. I This thing is kind of new
so
to me. But
basically, how the app works, it autofills stuff for, or it doesn't autofill, but it lets you choose and then it autofills for you. So he could have chosen like sleight of hand and stealth, and you would only know what he chose unless he looked specifically for it.
That's
I'm trying to double check where.
It sounds more complicated than it is. It's really useful, actually.
I'm sorry, this is weird.
Stray, actually, hold on. I'll look for you because I have your character sheet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got it too. I got it open right now.
I sent Winter a kind of cobbled together picture of it.
So +3 modifier with dexterity, and specifically going for.
You have acrobatics and
These two, I think.
Yeah, thieves' tools. Acrobatics and 3 thieves' tools.
Alright.
So +4 for expertise.
+4. All right,
Yes.
thank. Oh, I almost did that wrong way. Yeah. Oops. Dang it. Sorry about that.
And
Yeah, I know.
there you go.
There we go. Ooch. That was a pretty
14
bad.
for padlock.
Well, fortunately, the DC wasn't super high. This is an old-looking padlock. It doesn't look like it's been used very often. Literally, just a little bit of work. And Cackler, it feels like you're getting a little rusty. This
Did Winter cut out?
Did I cut out?
No.
Okay.
Not for me, at least.
All right. But for you, Cackler, you feel a little rusty. You better say this is a good warm up.
Wait, did I cut out or was that Winter?
I think that was you.
But anyways, you feel a little rusty, but this is a good warm up. Better say takes you a little bit longer than you wanted to, but you successfully undo the padlock.
Oh, okay. I hear you guys now.
Okay.
Right.
It cut out right as you said old locks.
Yeah, you did it, Stray. You got it.
I understood that when he said. Anyway, yeah.
Alright, just making sure.
So you guys watch as Cackler works on the padlock a little bit, and then suddenly you hear a chink, and you watch as the padlock comes off, and now the door just kind of opens up slightly.
Cackler kind of steps back.
Secretary's gonna stand up and walk in, readying a dodge action, just in case.
As you walk in, you see this very, very dim lit room. In this room, you see a single hooded lantern off in the corner, and in the center of this room, you see a child. It doesn't look that old, probably 11 at 11 at oldest. Black hair. He's kind of wearing tattered clothes, like he hasn't been inside of a town in a long time. And you watch as you look at him and you see that his arms are chained. You follow the chains and they seem to be attached to the floor. He looks at you and goes, I told you to stay away from me!
I know.
You can't be here right
this
now!
This isn't the right way to go through this.
I got out of that place, but stay away from me!
I know. From the looks of it, you've been infected by the curse. Am I correct?
It's starting! You watch as you look backwards. As the night sky had taken in effect, you can see the moon showing its ugly face. It is indeed a full moon tonight. And you watch the boy, he starts to shake violently. Stay away from me!
What's going on?
And you watch as the muscles on the boy's arms, you watch as his shoulder pops out of place. You watch as he starts to scream in pain. You watch as it looks as if every bone is starting to break and shatter, and you watch as it starts to reform.
Hey, Winter.
Yes.
Secretary is going to step forward, getting right up to it. And I'd like to cast Inflict Wounds.
As you get close to him, he looks up at you, and you watch as his face has changed into the halfway into the wolf, and you watch as he snarls at you as the transformation continues. You cast Inflict Wounds.
I cast Inflict Wounds.
Secretary, what's going on? Is the kid in there?
Stay back.
Roll to hit. With
All
advantage,
right.
because he's chained.
Yes, he's chained. So, +7. It's 22.
Oh,
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
ouch.
Right,
That
so
kid's gonna
3d10.
hurt.
It's 3d10, correct?
That
For
is
Inflict Wounds?
That is correct.
Alright.
Ooh.
17.
You watch as you make contact with this wolven child. Looks up at you with strong anger. You just look down at him, and you let out this. You touch him on the top of his head, and you watch as this black energy comes out of it, and you watch as blood starts to pour out of the ears and nose of this child, and you watch as he drops to the ground. He doesn't look dead, but definitely unconscious.
Sekity's gonna pick him up.
Where's the kid? They okay?
Alistair,
No.
as you walk in, you watch as Sekity is holding the body of a half-transformed lycanthrope boy.
What did you do?
I stopped the transformation. We need to get him to a temple so he can be healed.
Why?
Hackler goes in and looks around, seeing the chains. He goes.
You
back after them.
have remove curse.
He's saving it for later.
I have one use of that. If we need it in the middle of battle, we need to use it. But he's just unconscious, not dead just yet. Actually, I would like to use a medicine check to see how close to death he is.
All right, roll.
$15.
As you guys were having this conversation, several rounds have already gone by. I've rolled his death saves.
Oh shit!
While you're holding this boy, you notice that his breath is coming in very shallow, but he does still seem to be alive. And
I cast Spare the Dying.
He is, like I said, I rolled his death saves, and he did save. He is good.
I know.
He actually rolled 3 successful death saves in a row.
Nice.
Cool.
She's still gonna cast Spare the Dying, just in case.
Where the fuck were you when Charles died? God damn it.
Keep him unconscious, but not close to death.
But you watch as he saves. You watch as the rest of the body transforms. You watch him kind of arc his back a bit as the transformation continues. He's still unconscious. But you watch as finally he becomes a full-on wolf.
What, can we get him back to the temple? Do you know?
The Harper's still in town. We can bring the wolf to him, or take him to the temple.
I said we bring him back to the Harper so they can finish the job and do it quick. I trust him. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Gackler?
Sounds good to me. But first, the kid is still chained, right?
Yes, he is still chained to the floor.
Hackler then goes to unchain the kid.
All right, I would like you to roll lockpicking checks.
Same exact roll as last time, or just
Yes.
making
A
sure?
d20
Okay.
plus 7.
Before you roll, guidance.
All right, so the same exact roll as before.
You're going to abuse the
Plus-
shit out of that, aren't you?
Yes.
All right, so a d20, a d4, plus 3, plus 4, right?
Yes.
That is correct.
Last time.
Just making sure. Dang.
So 26, and I'll cast guidance again once you're done with the first lock.
Oh yeah, there's several locks. All right. How many locks are there?
There are 2 locks.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the first one comes undone perfectly. The other, sorry. Did I crash
Shink.
again? Oh no, never mind.
No.
You rolled a natural 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
but still got 12.
Guidance is good.
As you go to pick this lock is so much more difficult than you've used to calculate. The other one, super easy. You were able to get that no problem. This one is a bit difficult. You just keep pushing. God damn it! You just fuck. It's not coming off. Not.
Here, let me help you.
All right.
And I will assist him.
All right.
In any way you can.
Roll again.
I would
Yes,
say roll
guidance
again.
Or
Not gonna
16.
not gonna make you
Wait.
brick your lockpicks right off the bat.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That
That.
would be kind of neat.
Yeah, that was shitty.
This is already gonna be a really hard module. You don't need it. You don't need your lockpicks broken right now.
Understand.
Oh my god, Secretary, that was amazing. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Although I have a purse in my equipment.
Oh, wait.
What?
Do I need to roll again, or
It's
Because-
a coin purse.
That makes sense. Okay.
So, did you roll out? Have you rolled?
Yeah, 16.
16? Takes you a bit, but with Alistair kind of pointing out where some of the tumblers connect, you're like, oh, how did I miss this the first time? And just tink, you were able to successfully unlatch the boy.
Here, I'll carry him. Don't worry.
Hold on. Does anyone have any rope?
I need what? Rope?
I do.
I have a net.
Is that really necessary?
If he ends up waking up, we need to have his mouth closed. If he bites you, it will do serious damage.
Better safe than sorry.
I don't want to tie up a child.
Neither do I. That's why I stopped the transformation halfway through.
Would an explorer's pack have rope in it?
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I got here. Before I pick him up, I'm gonna grab some rope from my pack.
She's gonna balance his mouth.
Take this. I'll pick him up as you tie the rope.
On a side note, I do want to say that when I imagined this whole encounter, he looks so much like Were Sonic.
I was thinking
Sin
from one Hug Wolf episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Secretary, what the heck? I didn't actually expect to do that,
I know.
but I did.
You were
And
very
it works.
you were very close to killing that child, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Children
If it
don't-
weren't for the rolls.
Children don't have a high HP pool.
Well, duh. That's why she did it. That's why she did it halfway through the transformation.
Yeah.
So you'd have enough
But you possibly
hit points to.
I was about to say you
Not
could have
that.
very much killed this kid.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so
It was a calculated risk.
so you tie up the mouth.
Yes.
Tie up the mouth and I'll carry him.
Alrighty. So as you're carrying the child and you leave the shed, you head back to the road in which you had found the tracks.
Yes.
Yes.
Heading back to town.
You start to
Big.
walk. You start to
Come
walk.
on, we're going back to town real quick.
One second.
I was telling Biggums to come on because he climbed up a tree.
Oh.
Bigums, you there?
Yeah.
Why is the child in the tree?
I'm a lookout. It's like a crow's nest.
Good plan.
As you
Says the crow.
as you guys are walking down the road, you notice some very light fog coming across the forest floor. This is natural. This happens all the time. As you continue walking, this path seems a bit different on the way back. The fog seems to be getting a bit thicker.
Winter.
Yes,
Would I know what this is?
you are very familiar with this. As you walk forward, you see black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. You walk for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. After about 2 hours, you guys know you should have made it back to town by now. But you don't see anything.
Alright. That's enough of that. Blue, let's see. This is not concentration. Everyone show me your weapons.
Jackboard takes out his silver rapier. What's going on?
Sekati goes up to him and puts a hand on the rapier, casting light, making a bright blue light. Even through the thickest fog, light may shine through.
Winter, could you explain to me what is currently happening since my character wouldn't know?
As you're walking down, you see very familiar fog. One that you haven't seen in quite some time. One that you had waited for so long. Now to see it in this way. The smell, the feel, that sense of dread. You're all too familiar with it. You know exactly where you're at. And as you guys continue looking forward, for you, Alistair, and the rest of the party, the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from an impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you, only with silence.
Ooh.
And for you, Alistair, you've once again found your way to the gates of Barovia.
So do we just own this child now?
Pretty much.
Bean?
Okay. Sekati's gonna go throughout the group and cast lights on everyone's weapons, since it isn't a concentration spell, making a bright, radiant light.
Question though, does light work on multiple items, or...
No, it cancels out once you recast it.
Yeah.
Oh, Never mind. She's just gonna cast it herself then.
All right. So you guys move forward.
Yeah.
As you do, as you guys get close to these giant guardians, you watch as the gates, rusted, very open up for you. The gates are now wide open. You walk through.
Yeah.
What?
So
Am I unmuted?
Nope.
Yeah, that's right. What the hell is going on here?
Pratt, those stone thingies. Witty.
Hold on. Secretary cusses in Celestial and starts walking forward.
Why Celestial?
Because she can.
Because she knows Celestial.
Oh.
It's so random, but okay.
She doesn't think anyone else knows Celestial, so she doesn't want to alert everyone that she's cussing.
Yeah, but everyone here who hears it gets a minor headache.
Yes.
It's true.
Good.
Why?
But
Careful, we were swearing.
everybody moves forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you do so, and the last person comes through, the gates close behind you. And as you do, if you give them a quick, just kind of shake, they are locked in place.
Alistair goes first, leading the way. Because he knows where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Where? What? Huh?
Here's the
That's
gates.
not.
Totally ask things.
The gates of But second, do you know what this is, or heard of it as a far traveler?
Roll in this case, a religion check.
Ooh. Really? 10.
Reading up on lore on this is very actually interesting.
Sekiti, as you know, there are various places in the world that are different than the rest of them. One thing that does come with and as a far traveler, you would know, sometimes there are places that cannot be explained by natural means. That's when you have to start looking to the supernatural possibilities, magic, gods, entities. There's a good chance that this could be a natural part of the world, but there's equal opportunity that you guys might have walked into a plane of existence. Unfortunately, to your knowledge, you don't know for sure. And as far as if this is another plane of existence, you have no idea how.
Well, being in another plane of existence scares her, so she's gonna cast a spell because she gets power from gods, and if she can't be connected to a god, oh no.
Oh no, you still feel the connection of your god.
Hey, Secretary, be careful. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a little strange.
We kind of have a dying child on our hands.
I know, and we're gonna get him to safety. I promise you. Just follow my lead, okay? I know where I'm going.
Okay.
One second, I'm getting something up real fast.
I continue to lead the way.
All right.
Heckler fault. Lose. Wish someone would tell me what the hell's going on.
Yeah, Grizzle. You've been silent so far. Everything good?
I think we lost them.
No. I
think he might have passed out.
I guess this is just karma for taking so long.
It's fine. The dragon's just dragging him now.
Grazul seems a little shaken by what's going on, but seems stern in his conviction and moves forward.
Is Bigum still around?
Yes.
Karma, you alive?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Haven't heard from you and rather make sure than not.
He was the first one who said he wanted to go through the gate.
So you guys.
Oh yes, sorry, I'm tired. I'm not
It's
paying attention.
It's all good. So you guys start walking forward.
Yeah.
As you start walking forward by these massive trees, towering trees, whose tops are lost in heavy gray mist, block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have a silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. As you guys are following down the path, trying to remember, Sekiti, what is your passive perception?
17.
As you guys are walking, you just kind of take a sniff, and you catch the smell of rot and death.
Would I as well?
With you, Alistair? With you, Alistair? Absolutely could smell it.
Figured.
With life comes the afterlife.
That smells so not so good.
And as you keep walking, the smell is starting to get more pungent.
I say we be careful. I forget Karma's dragon's name.
Draco.
Draken.
Draken.
Drake.
Oh, Draken.
And carrying this little boy for a few. I want to keep a lookout.
Quadrupeds do have higher carrying capacities than normal people.
Pack donkey, pack mule. Sorry.
I'm just gonna carefully
Dumb joke.
set the boy onto Draken, even though he didn't answer. And then I want to continue my lead.
Alistair, as you continue forward, that smell is so strong. And you kind of look off to your right, and you see what appears to be a hand sticking out of a bush.
What kind?
Your coffin, my lord.
Thank you, oh, thank you, my dearest. I appreciate you handing me my coffin.
What kind of death do I smell?
This is just, for you, the smell of death. Just a human passing.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards it.
Alright.
Of course.
With my hand on my rapier, ready to pull it out if I need to.
Alright.
Sekiti keeps out her mace with the light on it, giving the impression it's imbued with holy magic.
Cackler is gripping his rapier tightly, ready to fight, expecting something. Since nobody's... Yeah.
Stay behind me.
As you get close to it, the foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush. For you, from the road, as you get closer, it would be about 15 feet from the road, but as you get closer, you can see it better. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body already, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for at least several days. He holds a
Medicine check.
He holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I'll take the envelope and read it.
All right. You open it up, and written in a very interesting handwriting that I'm gonna have to decipher. Bear with me.
Just send a picture of it, actually.
No. I will read it.
Oh, I wanted to see it.
I'll still post it in chat. Don't worry. but I'm going to read it first. Hail thee of might and valor. I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the little Irina Kalyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. However, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we have all departed for a better life. Signed, Kalen Ludovich, Burgomaster.
Alistair sighs and makes a fist.
For you,
It's a dead body. Been here for a few days.
What were you about to say, Winter?
I was about to say, for you, Alistair, you do recognize that name.
Oh, obviously. Oh, wait, do I?
Yes, you do. That name has been passed down through the village of Barovia for quite some time. Maybe not necessarily this specific name, but the name Erovich, for sure.
What bells is it ringing?
They wouldn't be doing this if they didn't if most hope has already been gone. And this was recent, so which means that this person, that village must have given up some time ago.
Yes. Secretary, could you come here for a sec?
Yes. Secretary walks forward.
Where are you from, exactly?
Winter?
Yes?
I haven't read Curse of Strahd lore. I don't know.
Well, basically, you guys, prior to going into Barovia, you guys would be from the Sword Coast. So if you're looking for any place of importance from the Sword Coast, you could be from Waterdeep, you could be from Baldur's Gate, you can be from Greenest, you can be from, there's quite a few places that you could have been from.
Azamars.
Azamars are far spread out the majority of Sword Coast.
Because of the way Azamar work, they are really just born into families randomly.
Yeah.
In normal ones, at least. Winter does it specially, but you can basically be from anywhere.
Pretty much. If you're looking for a place that has a pretty strong religious background, again, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, but I know that Ten Towns has a decent amount of religion, but they're a lot more desperate than most places. Greenest is a pretty big town that has a religious background.
I'm from Greenest, but I was taken to Baldur's Gate. Why do you ask?
What was the name again? I forgot already. Winter, what was the name?
Of the character?
The guy that signed it, yeah.
That would be Kolyan Inderovich.
Dervish. That name ring a bell?
Roll a history check.
Okay. Deeply. I'm a guidance on myself. 3. 10.
The name sounds familiar, but nothing that really comes to mind. I mean, any person with the last name Vitch, there's been a couple, but to your knowledge, nothing recently. The last one was the last couple 100 years ago, but nothing specific that could be of any relevance.
No, unlike what you may think, I'm not a wizard of some sorts. I am a life cleric, and I have heard of the name Vitch, but that hasn't been around for centuries.
Well, this family right here, they wouldn't have given up if it weren't worth giving up. They'd have fought till the end. Here we are, sitting at his corpse. Something's real wrong.
Is there anything we must be on the lookouts? Anything special?
Vampires, werewolves, basically anything that's not very human.
Alright. I know how to deal with vampires.
Oh yeah. How's that?
I need someplace I can get silver dust.
What silver dust?
If I can get silver dust, I can make holy water. With holy water, I can damage vampires much more.
Oh, I see. Well, be careful with that stuff. It can hurt you too.
I know.
Well, I don't want to leave this body here. Should we bury him, or should we focus on getting the boy back?
As you guys are talking, off in the distance you hear, "Ow! Ow!"
Shit. Where?
Crack.
Everything must return to the earth. This body was a werewolf's hunt. You may not want to leave it, but it being fed to the werewolf will fill its appetite.
Alistair kneels down once more and looks at the body. I wish you safe travels to the afterlife, friend. I pity you. Stands up. Let's go.
Alright. You guys continue down the path?
Yep.
Yes, I need a lot of silver dust. I could perform the funeral rite. She constantly has ceremony prepared.
You guys travel down the road for some time, a bit of a distance. After a while, you come across in the distance, you see a very small reddish flame. Let's say you see a very small reddish flame in the distance. As you guys get closer to it, you start to see what appears to be a small, kind of wagon. And a little bit of what appears to be a tent right next to the wagon. Alistair,
Yes.
I would like you to roll a history check.
History. All right. Give me a moment. I'm gonna pull up my character sheet. 3 plus 6. That is a 17 history check.
You know, you recognize that tent anywhere. purple, white, little golden tassels, and what appears to be a bit of a red on the inside. You kind of shudder a little bit. It's been a long time since you've seen Madame Eva.
I remember that name. Fuck, I remember that name. Who is that? I know that name, but I don't remember who it is.
Do you guys continue to walk toward this?
Can you remind me who it is first? Because I know that name, I just don't know who.
She's a storyteller, a clairvoyant of the Vistani.
That's Madame Eva's temp. She's a storyteller of sorts. I don't really think there's any use to stopping to speak to her, but we can if you want to.
I'd like to at least meet one of the locals who isn't dead.
Alright.
Agreed.
Bigums, come here.
Yeah?
You want to say hello to a storyteller?
What's a storyteller?
It's a person that tells stories.
Hail.
So,
Little tales to entertain you.
I'm a storyteller.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If that's what the term means.
See that tent right there?
Yeah.
That's a storyteller's tent. Maybe you can share stories with whoever's inside.
Maybe.
you guys...
Maybe tell her that you're cockler.
Maybe.
Come on, let's go say hi.
Okay.
So you guys move forward.
Mm.
As you get to the tent and you look in, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived. Cackling laughter could be heard with her withered lips.
Madame Eva. It's been a while.
Here's my notebook. It was right here. Notebook. It's about time you all arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, Madame Eva. What are you waiting on us for?
Well, you see, Alistair, it was only a matter of time before you returned.
Yeah, get to the point.
And I assume your friends, Bigums, Cackler, Grazul, and Sakati are here?
Yeah, right outside.
Well, you can invite them all in. I'd gladly like to meet them.
Come on, y'all. Inside.
Cackler enters.
Secretary enters and bows.
She walks up to each of you. This hunched, old-looking woman, dressed in some very festively dressed clothes, walks up to you.
Green is so loud.
I see. Looks over to you, Cackler. So you're Cackler, the Kinku, if I remember correctly?
He kind of looks confused. Do I know you?
Oh dear, you don't know me, but I know you. Walks over.
Don't be surprised at Madame Eva knowing she knows everybody.
Walks over to you, Sakati. It's about time we saw another woman of faith around here. Sakati, a pleasure to meet you. As she extends a old, wrinkled hand.
Secretary gently grabs the hand, bends down, and gives it. It's an honor to meet someone of wisdom.
Ooh, so nice of you. Walks over to the Dragonborn. Grizzle. It's always interesting to meet a dragon folk around here. And a little, oh boy, trying to remember. Leave, Draker? Jacker? Names are always so difficult. And then she bends over. And you must be Bigums. You are so much bigger than I've seen.
Yeah, I'm Bigum Snuggums. Nice to meet you, old lady.
Well, I was once your age too, Sonny.
Gramps said that too.
She sits down at her table. Since you're all here, and you've returned, Alistair, I'm here for a reason, you know, and not with the others. I wanted to be the first ones to meet you.
First one's a who?
The Vistani, of course. You haven't forgotten us already, have you, Alistair?
No, of course not. How could I?
I'm here to read your fortune and tell you of your fate.
I would rather you didn't.
Oh no, I insist! And you watch as she grabs your arm and brings you to the table with unnaturally strong grip.
Fine, read my fortune.
And she's like, oh, it's not just your fortune, it's all your fortunes. And you watch as she just kind of grabs each of you and brings you around her table. It doesn't seem big enough to hold all of you, but somehow she makes it work.
I have a question.
Yes, Sonny.
What's a fortune?
Well, you see, you know how when you were younger, and you were thinking of things of when you were going to be bigger, and then those things happened?
Yeah.
I can see them before they happen. That is a fortune.
Like I said, she's a storyteller. Making things up with her brain.
So you're... Gramps told me people like you try to scam me for money. I don't trust you.
Well, your Gramps is a smart individual. A lot of card readers are notorious for being cunning and dumb. But not Madam Eva, I can tell you that for sure. And your friend there can confirm.
Yep, she's a real deal.
I would not doubt your expertise.
Now, let's take a seat. Allow me to draw from the cards to tell you your fates. I actually have to draw from the cards, so you have to give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Ooh,
Alistair
interesting.
Are you gonna draw for the entire? Are you gonna draw for the entire party or just?
Oh, this
Separate.
is all for
Kind
you
of
guys.
a group thing.
This is all for
Ooh.
all of you guys.
Oh, cool.
Sikaty's gonna ask for a lone card reading after this.
We'll get to that.
Cool.
I know why you're here, Alistair. And I would hope your friends are willing to do the same if you want the attacks to stop.
We'll see. And to be fair, only just met her.
In a past life, you might have known them longer than you think. You watch as she mumbles some words under her breath and focuses in as she flips a card. Let's see, what the cards speak for all of you. Oh my. The Diviner. this up quickly. This is a lot. Apologies, guys. I'm glad you're giving me my patience.
Come on, Madam Eva.
I apologize.
Come on, Wintercasice.
Shut up. This is a lot of info.
Hurry your little booty up. I ain't waiting on that.
Tarot cards are hard.
They are.
Dear.
How you guys liking Alistair's accent? Huh?
Lackluster.
I do kind of like it. I like Cackler's voice, though. I'm proud of how
What
I
do you
came
mean
up.
lackluster, Herma?
I mean lackluster.
Dull.
It's
Basically, I guess.
It's the first
See-
accent for a character other than Bart.
Tiny, about that, I only see it as a smiley face. That's all I see it as.
Well, it's currently 1:55 in the morning, and I got shit to do. So, just letting you know, because I'm starting to get a little bit tired.
Let's see here. First things first. This card, the diviner, shows you knowledge of an ancient that will help you better understand your enemy. Let's see. She looks into the card and looks into her ball. Would you look at that? I think the treasure is under my very nose.
What are they laughing at?
Because this is all random, and oh my god, I can't believe this is the first card you guys get. What the fuck?
Oh.
You watch as she she reaches underneath her table, gives a soft giggle, and pulls out a book. Alistair,
Yeah.
you don't even need to roll for this. In fact, your blood goes cold.
Okay.
Necronomicon.
She hands you the tome. It is a book bound in thick leather, covered with steel hinges and fastenings. The pages of parchment are very brittle. But for you, Alistair, you know this book all too well. This is the Tome of Strahd.
Where the hell did you get this?
Madam Eva has her way, Sonny.
Alistair immediately puts it away in his inventory,
Okay.
or his bag, or whatever.
You do so. She flips the second card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The Avenger.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna be Iron Man.
Sakati grabs her necklace.
The treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. But it is there that you will find a powerful force of good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
You're writing this down, right, Danny?
No.
Yeah, well, say that again with her.
She says that the treasure lies in a dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted.
And now. Okay.
To her, she says, it's a holy symbol of great hope.
Yeah, Yeah, we probably should end soon. It's getting really late.
I know. Just bear with me. The third card. The shepherd. Here we go. Find the mother, she who gave birth to evil. It's there. It is there that you will find a weapon. A weapon of power and strength and of vengeance. A sword of sunlight. Now for the fourth.
Alistair even have to... Sorry to interrupt, but would Alistair even have to roll to know what you were talking about there?
Alistair actually wouldn't know about this.
No? Okay.
But the moment he says sunlight,
I, as a player, know exactly what it is.
oh, I know.
My research, but...
The fourth card. The beast. One second. I know I'm going. This is like,
Mother who gave birth to evil. Shit.
here we go. How fitting. The enemy that you seek to defeat. The creature that you want gone.
Where's this cover box? Coffin?
Oh, one second.
Just set up.
I read the...
Now, are you writing it down, Tommy?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
I got interested at the holy symbol of great hope.
Specific?
Yep.
Yes, I'm looking for...
I don't know what that one is, but I know what the third one is.
Strahd's enemy.
The enemy you seek to defeat, the creature you want gone.
Yes. ...
Hold
Hold on. There's a lot here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
This is Strahd's location. This isn't... These get flip-flopped? Hold on. Wait, flip.
How many cards is she pulling?
She pulled a total of 5.
Okay.
Great, one more out.
Yep.
Ye-
Here we go. Find a girl to help defeat your enemy. Find a girl driven to insanity, locked in the heart of her dead father's house. Curing her madness is key to your success.
I'm getting voice pops from someone.
And lastly, the last card. Where you'll find the man you need dead. You will find him, very fittingly, sitting upon his throne.
Well, I could have guessed that one.
Well, you see, Sonny, the cards don't lie. And,
There's your beast.
Did you guys understand what she was saying? Because I got something about a light sword, and that's it.
I understand something about most of it. Like they're big ones.
Yeah, I'm
Was it like
clueless.
a lightsaber, or...
Basically, we're on a scavenging hunt.
I'm actually, but the man I want dead,
Oh.
man we want dead, is Strahd. He's the king of this area. He's a
Why would I want him dead?
Because he's a piece of shit and he's evil. Remember those? No, you remember how you said those fish were cocksuckers? Well, Strahd's 2 fish in one. He's a double cocksucker.
I would.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean like he's a really big fish?
It means he's
Sure.
not a nice person.
He's a terrible
Make sure
person.
you're trying to be steering.
I don't understand.
Wait, hold on. Out of character. Did we bring the werewolf boy in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She does. She's well aware of the
Okay.
werewolf boy. You see, if you want the boy cured, you're going to need to find someone who can cure him. I might be of assistance.
Well, do you think you can do it for us? That'll save us a lot of trouble.
That depends. I could cure the boy. But in exchange, I want your help.
Seku.
Help with what?
Oh, Alistair, I don't need your help for this. You're gonna do it either way.
What do you mean?
For the rest of you, though, I'll cure the boy. But in exchange, I want you to kill Lord Strahd von Zarevich.
Well, that's an easy deal. Do it.
Kind of the plan, I
Is
think. I mean, we were sent here to stop the werewolf, so, and if he's the problem with the werewolf, then he's our problem.
He's not the problem with the werewolves. He's the problem with the vampires.
Not so sure about that, Alistair. Things have changed since you've been gone.
What do you mean?
There's a set number of them under the control of Strahd. Our lord's been busy.
Don't you ever call him that. He ain't a lord. He's a pile of shit on a throne he doesn't deserve.
Aren't all lords?
so
He
you're
actually does
telling
say that.
me he's the head boss who has been kidnapping the children?
Well, there's a couple of individuals that be wanting to get their hands on some children, especially fresh souls. And
Sorry
this.
about that.
But I feel you all need to lighten up a little bit. You gotta be like this cackler folk. He's got a sense of humor. But what do you say? Do we have a deal?
I'm down. I plan on doing it anyways. You guys willing to help me?
Yeah,
It's
that's
for
what
the-
we're here for, like I
it's for the
said.
child.
It's for a lot more than that, child, Sicky. I'm sure.
Leave the boy with me.
100.
Leave the boy with me. I am a woman of magic. I can keep him under control until the job is done.
Or you could just go ahead and save yourself the trouble. Remove his curse now.
It's not like you all can leave. Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. That's a 1.
So,
Not natural 1, dirty 1, but 1.
oh, Alistair. If it were that easy, then this wouldn't be Barovia. You know that.
Take care, you tell him. And send me a message if you need help with him.
Absolutely. He'll be fine. It's me, after all.
Draken, you mind moving to the side a little bit so I can get him?
Draken moves to the side and so that you can grab the boy.
Alistair grabs the boy, puts him on the chair.
The boy seems like he's starting to come to consciousness. Madame Evil looks over and goes, "Nah, not so fast there, boy." And you watch as she swirls some fingers. A puff of something falls into his face. And you watch as his eyes just start to close and he leans over. Unconscious once again.
Be careful with it.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Once night has passed, he'll be much easier to take care of. I'll make sure he's okay. But you folk, be careful. The first place you're gonna walk into is Barovia. Looks over at you, Alistair. And we both know how dangerous that is.
You can say that again.
Find these items, these artifacts. Find this mad woman, so that she may help you. And be careful. Lord Strahd von Zarevich is always watching. As you see her peek out of the tent, and you see birds on the trees off the distance.
Alistair puts him off.
You go out and just kind of wave your hands as they fly away. Alistair, you swear one of their eyes is glowing a faint red.
He flips it off harder.
They fly away.
Flipping a bird to a bird. Fuck you.
Nice. You're shooting a bird.
How about
Doing. Sorry.
you boys better get moving before it gets too late in the night? Barovia is not too far away.
Since you're a magic user, would you mind selling any materials?
Where'd you get the motor?
I have quite a lot of money from my travels.
And what were you looking to get, Sonny?
Well, since we're here, and as you should know, silver dust is valuable in many ways.
Whoo! Isn't it, boy? It's a rare commodity. Unfortunately, Sekati, my silver supply is very low. You watch as she pulls out she pulls out a silver dagger and places it at the table. This is the closest thing I have to anything silver.
Alistair goes outside.
You go outside?
Yep.
Back into the night and see the road before you.
He waits.
My supply is very limited, unfortunately. The moment you get to the other Vistani, though, you might be able to find more.
Thank you for all of the information, and for at least a chance to save the child. Sekati stands up, reaches into her bag, and pulls out 15 pieces of gold, placing it down, then walking out.
She takes the gold in her old hands. Thank you for your patronage. And puts the gold in a pouch. You watch as Grazul stands up and walks out with Draken. Does Biggums and Cackler follow?
Yeah,
You
Cackler
muted?
does follow. Sorry, I didn't realize it was muted.
It's all good.
Biggums is left.
I noticed
That's a
that.
good.
I'm just going to assume
Yeah.
I'm going to assume he follows.
Good to assume.
Second,
That.
do you follow behind them?
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
Actually, she would actually like to stay a bit.
All right. And what is? She looks at you. Madame Eva looks at you expectantly. Yes, child.
One, I would like to pray over the child, and two, I would like a card reading for myself from the famous Madame Eve.
I see. You take the time and you pray over the boy. The boy doesn't see, it seems unmoving as you do this. It just seems fast asleep.
Do you want to find any cards?
So, you're looking to know your past, present, or future?
I know my past. I know where I'm headed. I would like to know my future.
Let's see. Tiny, I would like you to name a number between 1 and 14.
9.
Do you want to find any cards again?
I see. Symbol of the rogue. Apologies, a lot of cards. Here we go. I don't know if this is important. But according to this, you'll find someone. Anyone for whom money is important. Those who believe money is the key to their success. Somebody you'll meet down the road in your future who knows money well. They seem important. And you watch as the card lifts, and you watch as it starts to spin and spin, eventually falling flat, face down once again. Interesting. And you watch as she flips the page once again. She flips the card once again. The Don John. Interesting. Isolation and imprisonment. Being so conservative in thinking as to be a prisoner of one's own belief. I already told you your fortune. It seems the cards wanted to remind you, the person that you're looking for, appears to be a woman trapped amongst her own family. She is the key to your success.
Thank you. She gets up and leaves.
As you leave the tent, and the party looks to each other and continues down the road.
Let's
Your-
go.
Your heads filled with questions, not quite knowing what to expect going down. Who is Strahd? Why is he doing what he's doing? What could he have going for him that would lead to such terror and destruction? And that is where we're going to leave tonight's session.
I will say, Winter, before we end off,
Yeah?
Alistair is keeping a hand directly on the tome of Strahd, not letting it out of his sight.
I
at
did
all.
not expect you guys for her to have that right away.
Yeah,
How lucky was that?
That's ridiculous. Well,
probably
lucky,
one in like 20.
lucky.
Can I look at what that item is out of character, or do you want me to wait?
I will tell you what that character, what that item is now if you want.
Yes, tell, because I'm curious.
I will say this though. You could call it a blessing. Could also
Or a
be
curse.
It could be a curse.
I have removed curse. Fine.
That's not what I mean.
Tell me what it is. What it be? What it do?
The Tome of Strahd is an ancient work penned by Strahd, a tragic tale of how he came to his fallen state. The book is bound in a thick leather cover with steel hinges and fastenings. The pages are of parchment and are very brittle. Stains and age have made most of the work illegible. The stuff written by Strahd's employees, but several paragraphs remain intact and readable. From the Tome of Strahd. Interesting. Oh!
Oh?
There is one last thing I can read to you. If you care to open the tome, or would you prefer to wait?
I will open the tome.
A little bummed that that Herma won't be here to hear this, but this...
Well, no. Hold on. We can wait.
You want to wait till the beginning of next session?
Yeah, I'll wait, because Karma's asleep as well.
Because this is going to be a mouthful from me.
Yeah,
better
no,
to wait.
I don't want to leave them.
We're all kind of tired.
Okay, then we will save that for next session.
Yeah, we'll save it. Leave it off on a cliffhanger.
So, what are your guys' first how was your guys' first thoughts on the taste of Curse of Strahd?
Pretty good.
I'm loving Alistair so far. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
This character has a lot of backstory, and it's showing.
Why do you hate me?
I feel a little bit.
Me?
Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
I didn't do anything to you.
You hit all of my characters in all the wrong places.
Look, man, there was a couple of possibilities this could have gone.
That's the power of the dice and the cards.
What do you
Every
guys think of Alistair
character
so
I
far?
play,
What?
he's okay. That's all I can say.
All,
What?
and all I can say is don't blame me, blame the dice. I don't get to pick.
Yep.
He's okay. That's all I can say.
You're only
Yeah.
saying he's okay?
Well,
Yeah.
that's how we only know a little bit about
I'll
him.
take it.
I need to like work on a little bit more on my character's backstory. Pretty bland.
That's okay. There's
I
always...
went-
He's super embedded in the story, and it's
What?
I went super in depth with Alistair's backstory. I may or may not have skipped school so I could research.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
bad boy.
I wanted to do it right, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
And I did it right.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't miss anything much, so it's okay.
still. Why do you hate me?
Blame the dice.
Blame the dice. I didn't do nothing.
No, it's fully one, sir.
I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm tired.
Sounds
I got
Yeah.
somewhere to be.
Same.
I will say, for all of you watching, which it is me, so watching is very limited. Thank you all so much for taking your time to watch my little thing on Curse of Strahd. I hope to do more within the future, but only time
we're
will
gonna.
tell.
Don't even. We're gonna.
But only time will tell. But for now... one second. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content from this land. Good big wishes from me here in Borovia. And most importantly, happy Halloween. Stay frosty, my friends.
No, but that was amazing. I got 2